Dude, that shirt is so bright. My God. It's as bright as that person's poster board that just walked by on the hard cam. Just don't put Jay in that shirt in front of a green screen. Trust me on this. Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and today we are gathered here to watch your stories. We're here to watch Monday Night Raw. Y'all, we had an absolute blast at Friday Night SmackDown this past Friday in Cincinnati. I know people on the internet were going on about the attendance and stuff like that, and I am here to provide some context into those numbers. First and foremost, it was a Friday night in October, and it was a rare bird fall night where it was 85 degrees out for a high temperature. Us Midwesterners, we take advantage of the warm weather as much as we can. So that might explain a lot. Also, we talked about this, I think a couple months ago when tickets went on sale, but ticket prices were 50% higher than when they were here for Monday Night Raw earlier in the year. So that obviously had to do something with it. And there were a couple of other big events this weekend too. It was a family weekend up at the University of Cincinnati, my old stomping grounds. And it was a big conference game. I think it was Iowa State versus Cincinnati. And football tickets for one person are at least $50 a piece up there. So you can kind of do the mathematics a little bit. But it was also a Bengals home game weekend, and Bengals tickets are insane, y'all. If you look at some of those Bengals tickets, you're talking nosebleeds for $150 at Paycor Stadium. So everything's just expensive here. And one more thing to add on that too, we don't do anything basically January or February, because as soon as we get 2 inches of snow, the entire area shuts down pretty much. So we literally didn't have anything going on during January or February. And I think something else that might need to be mentioned too is that we just had WrestlePalooza literally right up the road, maybe 2 hours tops in Indianapolis. So I would assume that maybe some people decided, hey, I'm gonna go to WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis and not go to SmackDown in Cincinnati. Again, it's only maybe a 2 hour drive from our area, just depending on which part of the area that you're from. But yeah, again, I hope that sheds some light onto everything. So the timing wasn't ideal, but I figured I would shed some light because you can see the number, and yeah, it was a much smaller turnout than it was for Monday Night Raw, but just the weekend and everything, it just wasn't the best timing here in the Cincinnati area. Like I always say, I've always wanted to have things here in the fall. Try around November, because that way we're kind of in the thick of football season, college football season, college basketball is kind of starting, which is also kind of a little bit of a big thing here, but people are more into football more so than anything. But the Bengals are terrible this year, so I don't know. Anyway, I hope that sheds some context into the numbers, because you can have the numbers, but what are numbers without the context? Either way, we've got ourselves Monday Night Raw. We've got to watch our stories. We got to see what shenanigans go down. Roman Reigns is apparently kicking off the show. CM Punk's back. My brain is fried. Either way around, we got to see what shenanigans go down. We're in the home stretch to Crown Jewel. So on that note, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, make sure that you're taking care of your mental health, and make sure that you're enjoying the soon-to-be fall weather, if you are finally getting fall weather in your area. Alrighty, lovely people, we've got Roman Reigns out here to kick off Monday Night Raw, and it's about to go down, I sense, based on the events of last week. Remember how we ended last week off with Roman and Jay kind of being on the same page, and Jimmy's just I can't trust these dudes pretty much, right? Because again, the thread from last week was how Jay and Jimmy, they were kind of all torn about LA Knight, that whole situation and that sort of thing. That's been kind of the reoccurring thread, and Jimmy's been seeing Jay sort of become Roman or something, or at least listening to more of his advice after breaking out on his own. And I'm and who are we supposed to cheer for here at this point? Oh, joyous occasion. We have Bronson Reed and we've got Paul Heyman. I'm starting to feel like we're going back in circles again, because remember last week how refreshing it was that Rhea Ripley started the show? That was a good week. On this show, we're just going in circles at this point. I'm convinced of it. But listen, I'm okay if we get Bronson versus Roman again, because that match was good at Clash in Paris. He's staring at him menacingly. Oh no, Paul. Paul said that Roman broke his heart. This really is a soap opera. You've ruined the entire shtick. What is this man going on about? Oh dear Lord. Paul, you were with Roman for how long? Barbecues that doubled as a drunken Samoans having a battle royal in the backyard. Paul, were you even invited to those barbecues? How would you know this information? What? Paul, have you not seen any of Roman's career? What? So Paul Heyman's going on about how Bronson Reed just brings fear to Roman Reigns and what? Okay, but like Roman's been around for over 10 years. He's been in the ring with like so many people at this point that I would assume would instill a lot of fear in him at some point. At least they're trying to make it personal here. But I mean, we were saying that that kind of made Bronson look strong in defeat technically, right? Because I mean, like Roman was stretchered out, so that would make some sense. Yeah, that's true. Paul knew them. Oh snap. Fight, 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 fight. Oh my god, look at Paul Heyman's face. He's so close to him. Oh my god. Paul, I thought you were the Oracle now. I know that you were the wise man before, but come on. Oh snap. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Full circle moment. Love that, love that. Oh man. I don't trust where this whole situation is going. If there's a street fight involved, I simply cannot trust it. Paul, what did you just say? Good night, everybody. Good night to you, Paul. We know that you're going to be out here in a little bit, right? Probably. Paul's trying to run after Bronson Reed. Oh my god, okay. We have a lot of security guards coming out here. Oh boy, they're in the timekeepers area now. Oh, there goes the Superman punch over the barricade. I don't care. I want to see these two destroy each other at Crown Jewel. That's what I'm here for. But again, I simply can't trust this match. I can't trust the Seth and Cody match. But this is going to be quite interesting. Now, overall so far, I mean, has the build to Crown Jewel been the greatest? No, it is not, but I feel like that could be said for like much of this year in WWE. But I'm actually quite looking forward to Crown Jewel. It looks pretty stacked so far from the matches that we've got. And I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. And this is a great little addition. We got a stipulation involved with this. And again, I've been harping on them to get some more stipulations with these feuds. And yeah, again, I like the little personal bits. And I'm still okay with this match overall, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a thumbs up, mostly because, you know, we kept this going a little bit because I did really like their first match in Clash in Paris, so I'm interested to see what's going to develop out of this match coming up at Crown Jewel. Alrighty, friends, we got Maxxine Dupri versus Becky Lynch. Becky's kind of had this on and off feud sort of situation with, like, Natalya and in turn Maxxine, so that's a whole thing. I'm guessing that this is a side quest season for Becky presumably until AJ Lee comes back, right? That's what I've got to think. But I don't care. I'm proud of Maxxine. She's improving a lot. Yep, okay, there we go. The commentary's bringing in the lore a little bit more. Because I was like, I thought we saw this match, like, recently, but not, like, in the last couple of weeks recently. It was back in August. And I'm like, okay, well, that would make sense. That would give Maxxine a little bit of time to, you know, train and everything. That would make sense. Don't take that, Maxxine. There you go. Oh, no, there goes a clothesline. There you go, Maxxine. Getting in some offense there. Love to see it. Look at you, Maxxine, off the apron. Oh, right into the barricade. Oh my god, that just sounded like that hurt. Oh, okay, we had a bunch of strikes right there. And Becky hit a kick. Back from the break. Oh, huge kick from Maxxine. There we go. See, she readjusted. She got Becky in the center of the ring, away from the ropes. There we go. Man, the crowd was like really into that little comeback there from Maxxine, too. Oh, no. What's happening here? Maxxine. All right, there we go. We got a bit of a power bomb situation. Oh, kick out. Oh, snap. But this is an arm bar. I don't think this is a disarmer. Oh, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Oh, okay. Hang on here. Hang on here. Okay, Maxxine. Okay, we got into an ankle lock from that. Oh, but the sneaky roll up. Oh, Maxxine kicked out. There was a lot happening. There's a lot happening. No, that was a 3. Listen to the people. They're booing the crap out of this. Oh, Becky with the counter. Oh, Maxxine kicked out. Oh, Maxxine. She was using the ropes there too and everything. And the ref didn't see it. Hey, you know what? Maxxine's pulling out all the stops here. She's trying to win however she can pretty much. We got a "This is awesome" chant. I'd have to agree. Listen, I'm invested at this point. I want to know what happens. We're just like at the commentary table and everything right here. Poor Maxxine. Oh my god. Is Becky gonna get counted out? Becky got counted out! Oh my god. Maxxine just won via count. Run, Maxxine. Run, 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 run. I don't care. I'm proud of you, Maxxine Dupri. I always complain about some of these endings, but I mean, the match itself was good. And, you know, the crowd was into it. The crowd was really into it, especially as we got further into the match, and that's, you know, what you want. And Becky just, again, she's very Delulu, very much like Seth, as we've established. They're the Delulu couple, as established in the lore, with their Delulu vision. Semi-visionless vision at this point. So it's only fitting that Becky lost via count out here because she was too busy going on about how she's the best and everything, or whatever that was. But I don't care. We're giving Maxxine a thumbs up because she won, and I'm proud of Maxxine Dupri. Okay. I'm like a minute or two late into the match, but we have a lot happening. So we've got Lyra versus Roxanne here, and they just announced Iyo Sky versus Kairi Sane for later tonight, so that'll be interesting. That should be good. Once again, the women's division on Monday Night Raw, just truly a highlight of the week for all of us. They mentioned on commentary, I think that Lyra had the most matches, I think, on the women's side this year at like 39 now or something, so brownie points to Lyra. And you can really see that, like, you know, she's obviously like had experience and everything, right? But like you can really see her getting that connection with the crowd. And I don't know, she's just been really finding her groove this year, and I just love it. She's been having a good year so far. Well, yeah, Lyra and Roxanne, they're just both great in the ring. And again, Roxanne's had a good year too. Both of them have had good years. They're consistently on the show, so I mean, that in and of itself is a win, right? And again, they're both great in the ring, and people, you know, are into both of them. Oh no, my arm hurts watching this. Oh, Roxanne just like stomped right on Lyra's left hand, or yeah, okay, left wrist. I was like, is it the hand or the wrist? Is it both? Alrighty, we're back from the break. Okay, Lyra's on the offense here against Roxanne. Oh, nice suplex there. What is Lyra doing here? Oh, she's just hanging on there. And another suplex. And into the cover. Oh, nope. Roxanne with the counter. Lyra, okay, Lyra into the roll-up. Okay. Oh no. Raquel's trying to get involved now, distracting the referee. Bailey, go do something. Oh, okay, Bailey just kind of held Lyra in place there. That would make some sense. There we go. Okay, we got a little moonsault there off the middle rope. Okay. Hey, you know what? Bailey helped out a little bit. Oh no. Okay, well, Raquel just took out Bailey. And there goes Lyra with the drop kick right there onto the outside of the ring. But Roxanne's right there. Oh, we had a bit of a diving DDT to the outside of the ring from Roxanne. Okay. Well, Roxanne won the match. And yeah, I mean, you know what? This was a decent little matchup. And again, it kind of just all continues everything, mostly with more so like Lyra and Bailey, I would say. Those two trying to get on the same page and stuff. But I mean, Raquel and Roxanne, they've won their matches the last 2 weeks. Well, Bailey's just like taking Lyra with her, and Bailey said that they have business to take care of, and I can't trust anything. But either way, this was a serviceable matchup. It did what it needed to accomplish. I wonder what's next, though, for Roxanne and Raquel, because, well, they won last week and this week, so who knows what'll happen. But I'm more interested, of course, in where Lyra and Bailey are going, just in their whole situation. Again, they've been kind of feuding throughout the year, but Bailey's kind of undergoing this whole like new character transformation and that sort of thing. So I want to see what happens with those two moving forward. Alrighty, CM Punk is out here. First time since WrestlePalooza. We had a whole situation in the backstage area earlier where Roman, Jay, and Jimmy, they were kind of hanging out backstage, and it was implied that Jay was going to possibly interrupt CM Punk, because Roman was like, who's at the top of the hour? And that was CM Punk. But we're not at the top of the hour. Punk's like, that's all I'm doing tonight. Just kidding. What are we addressing? We sure missed AJ Lee. Listen, that match at WrestlePalooza was nuts, but in like the best way. That feels like a lifetime ago, that debut episode on Netflix. Oh my lord. Who gets rematch clauses and who doesn't get rematch clauses? Like, we need to keep things straight here. Oh my god, okay. I looked up and Punk's like right up in the camera. He said that he was better than you. I see what you did there, Punk. I see what you did there. Oh, snap. Here we go. Okay, so CM Punk, well, wants to go after the world title. And now we got LA Knight coming out here. Also somebody else that, well, has kind of been screwed over for this World Heavyweight Championship. But once again, this is my... Forget the new Taylor Swift album. This has been my Eras Tour moment this year. I haven't listened to Taylor's new album, by the way. I just know it exists, and that... Oh, man, the discourse on that new album. Okay, we got some trash talking here. Well, LA Knight's been involved with, like, Jay, so that whole situation kind of correlates with, like, everything going on with the Vision, right? And Punk's involved with Seth, and everybody's involved with Seth and the Vision in some shape or form, but they're on their little side quests. Quests I'm okay, but this is a side quest I'm more than okay with. Oh, snap. Earned and deserved. We've established this, and isn't that the sweet spot? This is true. We're bringing back the pipe bomb. Love is lovely. A trash shanty. Listen, it evens out, right? But isn't that what ultimately matters? Let me pause this for a second. I'm going to pause this for a rare moment here. We usually only cut things off when we're like kind of fed up with something, but like I think this is a good point where certain things are more important than wrestling, right? You know, factor in, you know, your real life stuff, right? And like we've been saying around here, like, again, I just sit on my couch and laugh at everything at this point. Like, I do this for the love of the game. I've had zero desire to be a full-time content creator. I just do this for the love of the game. I have other things that I care about in my real life life, like my little community and my little hobbies, and of course my friends and family. So ultimately, at the end of the day, like, it's about who you are as a person. It's about how you treat people, right? Like, there's that saying of, like, it speaks volumes about, like, somebody's character, about, like, how kids and animals are around somebody, and of course, how somebody treats the waitstaff at a restaurant. I mean, to be fair, Seth did, fake that injury. Yep, that's right. LA Knight was not involved in that decision. He was by the commentary table. He's gonna get there, Punk. He's gonna get that world title. I feel it. That's a good point. Seth's never beat him. Oh yeah, no, that was a mess. Both those matches were a little messy. Well, that's right, because, like, Jay was supposed to go and cut off CM Punk, technically, and he has LA Knight in sight, too. Y'all, that light, that bright green. Okay, hang on here. I'm a little bit behind. Oh, boy. God, that's so bright. Oh, my God. My mind is fixated on this very obnoxious bright green shirt that I saw earlier on the X Machine, and oh, my Lord, this is even worse. Yeah, but, like, Roman told you what to do, Jay. We saw that backstage segment earlier. I know you and LA Knight have not been on good terms lately, but I'm just throwing that out there. That's what we've been saying, like deja vu, like we're going around in circles. This man's just fed up with everybody, and I can't really blame him, to be honest. Oh, something's going on. Oh no, Jimmy's coming out here now. Oh, there goes Jay with the super kick. See, people were yeeting, and now we got some booing. Yeah, Punk's just chilling in the corner watching everything go down. And focus on scaling back the green on that shirt. Oh my Lord. Listen, green's my favorite color, but my God. This is like obnoxious. I need that shirt for when I'm going around the neighborhood on my little evening walks, trying to dodge traffic. Peacemaker, just like John Cena. Jay's trying to super kick everybody now. Oh, well, Punk's going after Jay now. Oh, and now Jimmy went after Punk. Again, in this whole situation, who are we supposed to cheer for, technically? Punk said, stay out of my business. Okay, but like this was a good segment. I quite enjoyed it. We got more of CM Punk and LA Knight together. That automatically gets a thumbs up. I enjoy watching them together. Again, this is my little Eras Tour moment, if you will. Jimmy and Jay, I don't want them to go back to Roman. Dag nabbit. We had so much character growth of Jay. Then he just started yeeting everywhere. Now he's reverting back to whatever it was with Roman, the original right-hand man. I think that was his thing. Oh. You know, we really do need the Usos for this Monday Night Raw tag team division, to be fair. We really, really do. But my God, I feel like we're kind of going around in circles. What is happening on this show? But either way around, again, I enjoyed this segment for what it was. Once again, you can't trust anybody on this show at this point. And again, like, it's interesting to see, like, what'll happen with the fans over time. It feels like they're kind of floating around the idea of possibly the Usos going back to being more of a heel, even though people are yeeting a lot, like, every time he's out there. So I don't know. I really don't know. I sense CM Punk, of course, everybody loves the dude still, and he's beloved, and I sense that LA Knight's kind of that in-between character. So I think that's kind of how everybody fits into the mixture, just based on vibes, based on the energy that I'm getting. This was still an enjoyable segment. I had fun with it. And again, just, Jay, what are we doing? We were rooting so hard for you, main event main character Jay Uso. I'm on Team LA Knight in this whole situation. I don't care. Alrighty, friends, we've got Iyo Sky versus Kairi Sane. They just announced the tag team match with the Usos and LA Knight and CM Punk in the classic can they coexist trope, and you cannot trust what's going to happen in that match. Nope, not with everybody involved, not with what we just saw. But anyway around, we've got Iyo and Kairi. Kairi and Asuka had a bit of a confrontation earlier, to say the least. But yeah, there was an interesting situation in the back that kind of led to this whole situation here, where Asuka was like yelling at Kairi and stuff like that. I think she was trying to get a match with Iyo or something like that, her being Asuka, I think. And it led to Asuka getting really ticked off at Kairi and just slapping her in the backstage area. That was not cool. Again, we have been talking about this for the last week or two at least, but it looks like Kairi's just conflicted. Like, she's like caught in the middle of this. Like, she knows that, like, what Asuka is making her do isn't a good thing, but she's still going through with it. Maybe because she's, like, afraid of Asuka or something. That's what I would have to assume anyway. And the whole power dynamic, right? There we go. Yo! Oh, taking out Kairi. Alrighty, people. Well, they've established on commentary that Rhea's in Australia doing the press, which makes sense for Australia coming up with Crown Jewel and everything, and well, that's where Rhea's from. So that all makes sense. At least we explain, you know, why Rhea's not at ringside to kind of help even the odds a little bit. But Kairi, oh my god. Okay, yeah, no, that happened. Kairi just got Iyo with the slam against the apron there not too long ago either. My back hurts just watching all of this. So Penta, AJ, and Dragon Lee are taking on the Judgment Day. Once again, no tag team titles are being defended. So we have 2 tag team matches left to go on the show tonight. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, it looks like Iyo's going to the top rope, but Kairi's getting on her feet here. Oh, nice drop kick right there from Iyo. Again, Iyo's just so good. I love Iyo. All right, Kairi just ducked out of the way there. German suplex into the cover. Oh, 2 count right there. Oh, there goes, yep, there goes Iyo. There's a little bit of hesitation there from Kairi there. Oh, yep, Iyo might have it here. Although I'm very suspicious. Yep, there we go. I was right to be suspicious. Asuka's out there now. Oh, but there's Kairi now with the save. Oh, Asuka just helped out Kairi right there by holding her hand so that way, like, she couldn't, like, kick out or anything like that. I mean, that is one way to do it. I wish we would have had a little bit more time for this match, but, I mean, it kind of makes sense, I think. Oh boy, Asuka's in there now. Oh no. Asuka's going right for Iyo now, and Kairi's like, do I really have to? Yep, there we go. Oh, Kairi hits the elbow. But again, you can see Kairi's facial expressions and just that hesitation that she's been having. Maybe a little bit of regret. I don't know, but Asuka has 0 regrets whatsoever, so it's very much like just in the facial expressions there. Again, this whole situation with Rhea, Iyo, Asuka, and Kairi is one of my favorite things on this show right now, so I'm gonna give all this a thumbs up, even though I wish this matchup would have went a little bit longer, mostly because I'm just enjoying everything that's going on in this whole story. They got the AJs mixed up on commentary. Alrighty, people, we got a 6-man tag match over here. We've got the Judgment Day, who haven't defended their tag team titles in a minute, against AJ Styles, who's taken on John Cena at Crown Jewel, along with Dragon Lee and Penta. So this is kind of fun. I'm here for it. Again, I've liked seeing AJ Styles and Dragon Lee teaming up over the last couple weeks or so. See, look at this. Everyone's just diving onto the outside of the ring. Everyone's in sync, and now everybody's inside the middle of the ring. Oh my god, the smooth operator! Penta got Dragon Lee and AJ to do that. I love wrestling. I am sports entertained. Alrighty, friends, I'm like a minute or 2 behind, but that's okay. I was like a minute or 2 late after the break, so that all happened. But either way, Dragon Lee on the offense against JD, and he just got JD in the corner. Yeah, ouch, my knee hurts watching that. Oh, JD just hit the drop kick right there as Dragon Lee was in midair. JD got the tag into good old Dom. He had a t-shirt on from like when he was playing the PlayStation Portable, aka the PS5 back in the day. From when he was on TV way back when. I never actually owned a PSP back in the day. I remember I had a Game Boy Advance. I think mine was purple. I'm pretty sure mine was purple. I think we had the PlayStation, we had the PS2, we had the GameCube at some point, eventually a 360. That thing lasted a good 10 years, I think, if I remember correctly. That thing, like, just would not die. I gotta think, because I had a gaming console back in 2017, too. It's like, we don't need your lore on this video, Christina. Talk about the match. I got down the rabbit hole a little bit. Let me know what gaming console that you had growing up, if you had a gaming console. We've got the 6-man tag match continuing onward and upward. We gotta pick and choose our battles at this point, and I yap too much about video games, so I gotta pace myself. We got another tag team match to watch in the main event. We've got AJ Styles going after Dominic Mysterio, and there's no way that AJ's not winning this IC title at some point, right? Based on the vibes. I could be totally wrong, though. Oh, there goes JD breaking up the pin. There goes Dragon Lee taking out JD. There goes Finn Balor taking out Dragon Lee. And, well, there's Penta taking out Finn Balor. And there goes Penta with the dive to fully take out Finn Balor. Now we just have AJ and Dom right there. Nice drop kick from Dom. Oh, there's Rusev. Oh, yeah, Rusev's ticked off, man. Dom, I would focus on just getting out of there. Well, there goes Penta. Penta's like, it is what it is. And Dom just ran away, so that just happened. Okay, well, AJ just got JD for the Styles Clash. Okay, so it looks like Rusev could possibly be the person that gets the IC title. Because, I mean, like, we had the shenanigans-induced ending of that match last week. Oh, we got AJ Styles with the mic now. I agree with AJ right there, because, again, they explained the lore earlier on in the show. You know, this really doesn't need much of a story, because the story's kind of been written. And it's just two of the best. So, I mean, for that alone, why would you not want AJ Styles versus John Cena? Unless if they're going to throw some shenanigans at the end. I don't know. But either they better not throw some shenanigans at the end of that match. We already got shenanigans to watch out for at least 2 matches on this show. But either way around, this was a serviceable matchup. The crowd was into it. It was a fun little watch. And we continue things with Rusev and Dom because, again, like, Rusev was just angry and just, like, yelling at Adam Pearce and everything earlier, if I remember correctly. He was rightfully ticked off. So I want to see what happens with that moving forward. Okay, well, they didn't let me center my lower third. Okay, just kidding. We're getting there. It's a little bit closer. Okay, there we go. I'm so unprepared. Either way, we had a lot that just happened. So we had the Usos come out, and now we've got LA and Jay in the middle of the ring here, fittingly with the Slim Jim logo in the middle of the ring right there, right? But basically, we had this whole situation go down, obviously not too long ago, where everybody was making their case for the title. And then there was a whole situation with Roman and Jay sounded like he was trying to get validation from Roman again. And Jay, did you not go on your solo arc for over a year to just get away and break free from the bloodline shenanigans? I'm doing great. Wow. He just like slapped LA Knight, just did the tag in. Wow. Dude, that shirt is so bright. My God. It's as bright as that person's poster board that just walked by on the hard cam. Just don't put Jay in that shirt in front of a green screen. Trust me on this. Yes, we gotta give LA Knight some flowers this year. Jay, seriously, you went after LA Knight right there. Wow, okay. Like I was saying, we gotta give the dude some credit and all the flowers for this year right now because, like, he's literally in the most matches for 1 year. Okay, Jay, what are we doing? Well, Jay just tossed LA into the steel steps. But like they just said, this is his 40th televised match. We gotta give the dude his flowers here. He's holding down the fort. We gotta give credit where credit is due. Alrighty, we're back from the break. The Usos are in firm control, and well, they've basically been in firm control this entire time during the said break, since we get the context now during the breaks, and it's great. Well, most of the breaks. We had a couple moments throughout the night where we didn't get to see the context or anything else, but maybe they just didn't have anything else. I don't know. But also important to note that Roman basically told Jimmy that at some point, Jimmy might have to just let Jay do his own thing or something. Like, something along those lines, and I just don't trust anything. I'm at that point. We have been at this point for some time. You cannot trust anything on our shows here. We got a Jay and Punk moment. Just trash talking a little bit. Oh, right in the corner. But see, that's the problem. That's what we've been saying. Like, Jay's going back to doing whatever Roman's saying at this point. All right, well, LA Knight has an opening, I think. Right? Okay, Jay just got the tag into Jimmy, and LA got the tag into Punk. It sounds like it could be a band name or something. LA Punk. Oh, knee to Jimmy right there. The classic CM Punk knee. Wait, what? What about a pawn shop? This is less pawn shop and more big time concern. What? I'm all confused. Wasn't there like that show about like pawn shops or something? What was that show called? Pawn Stars. There we go. That's what it was called. Wait, is it still going? There's no way. Oh my God, this show is still going. Okay, well, Jay just landed the splash. This is how easy we go down the rabbit hole of this household. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, nope. Okay, well, LA just went into Jay right there. Okay, well, he hit the BFT on Jimmy. Oh, and well, Jay just hit the super kick. Punk with the roll up. Okay, I have questions about that spear. Again, I am not a trained professional athlete in any capacity. I just sit here on my couch and laugh at everything. But, yeah, I don't know. That spear, I don't know. Okay, so wait, like, Jay just got distracted there. Yep, that's gonna cost him, I think. Okay, LA Knight got the tag. And he went for the pin. I mean, hey, teamwork makes the dream work, right? They won the match, that's what counts. And Punk didn't take the pin. That's what LA Knight told him. Look at that. But, I mean, that was kind of on Jay more than anything, right? Because, like, he got distracted. He could have finished off Punk with the splash there, but then he went over to LA Knight to take him out and not go for the pin. even though I don't think LA Knight was like fully back up on the apron, right? Something like that. Well, this is a refreshing ending, at least, if we had to go back in limbo for the start of the show, because, well, it's been like the last like at least 2 to 3 weeks where we've seen LA Knight just kind of like chilling, or at least get like flown over towards the commentary table. Like that was a thread for a little bit, but that was refreshing. We had an ending there with LA Knight picking up the win, and that is an automatic thumbs up in this household. And it was a fun matchup. I enjoyed the ending. So, like, I gotta see where things are going, but this is interesting. Again, I want to see how the crowds are kind of, like, gonna react to everything going on, right? Because, like, why are we still yeeting when Jay and Jimmy are kind of in cahoots with the tribal chief after everything they went through? I don't know. It's like, I watched the entire thing. You can't trust any of these people on this show. But anyway, I'm gonna give all this a thumbs up. I still want to know where things are going. I like seeing all 4 of these dudes kind of interacting with each other, and we had a little bit of a break from Division, just involved with just everybody in the main event, so that was a nice little break right there. Well, friends, I am going to go ahead and give this week a big ol' thumbs up, and I think it's because we just had a lot going on throughout the show, right? We kind of kept the main story going on with, like, Seth and Cody and that whole situation, but there was that whole backstage segment where Paul was like, yeah, I'm starting to, like, question why I even joined you in the first place, so they might be breaking up in 5 minutes. I don't know. And yeah, I've been wondering the same thing, Paul. Like, why'd you end up with Seth? I don't get it. The whole thing with Roman and Bronson at the beginning of the show, I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the fact that we also got a stipulation for that match. Again, I enjoyed everything with, like, Jimmy, Jay, LA Knight, CM Punk, like that whole situation, right? And everything just kind of felt kind of like intermingled throughout the show. And, like, again, it's the little things too. Like, we saw Rusev, I think, yelling at Adam Pearce in the backstage area. Then we saw him, like, kind of interrupt that, like, 6-man tag match. So, like, all these different little pieces kind of, like, just kind of came together. We kept things moving with the Judgment Day and Bayley and Lyra. Because after Roxanne and Lyra's match, I think Bayley and Lyra went after Raquel. So that was kind of interesting in the backstage area. And that whole tag team match is set for next week. Penta's going to be challenging Dominic Mysterio next week for the Intercontinental Championship, so that'll be a good watch as well. And we also had more continuation with, like, Kairi and Asuka, especially between those two. And of course, Kairi picked up the win against Iyo. And of course, Rhea wasn't there. She was in Australia doing press stuff, which makes sense, right? So yeah, overall, we had a lot of moving pieces, and things kind of felt like they kind of were just, like, more threaded throughout the show. And we didn't fully start with Division, but I was okay with it because, again, I've been enjoying everything with, like, Bronson and Roman Reigns together. Again, their first match was really good, so I'm especially looking forward to that street fight. And really just Crown Jewel. Again, I feel like we've been saying this for, like, WWE quite a bit this year, but, like, the build hasn't been great. But I think this particular show, it has potential to be a really good one just based on what's on the card. So that's at least what my thoughts are. Just as a heads up, though, we will not be covering either the Raw or SmackDown Australia shows, but we will be covering Crown Jewel. I don't know when we'll start filming because it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I would personally like to sleep in a little bit if I can, but we will be here with our cup of coffee accordingly here on the couch. And I'm excited to watch it. Again, Crown Jewel shaping up to be a good show, and we'll have to see what happens moving forward. But overall, this week's episode of Raw once again gets a big old thumbs up. There was a lot that happened this week, to say the least. On that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.